What's up, everybody? Checking in from Houston. Make sure you can hear me. Send me a thumbs up if you can hear us. We're live.
How you guys doing? It's Carlos with Texas Cut.
All right, let's give it a chance for people to join. People are starting to join. Can we confirm y'all can hear us? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear us, because I'm using a mic. Hola, Nika. ¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo vamos? Can y'all hear us? Yes, perfect. All right, guys. We're here in Houston with Carlos, founder of Texas Cut, and his food truck that he picked up here at Trailer King Builders. I'm going to hang the mic over to Carlos. Carlos, tell us what Texas Cut is.
Hey, how you doing, everyone? So, Texas Cut is a catering and events company. We're based out of Cyprus. We do several different items, but we specialize in Tex-Mex barbecue. We started this business about three and a half years ago. Been working our way to this point today. It's very exciting to get to this point where we can actually have a truck with our logo and branding on it. Here, working with Trailer Kings and getting this done. Man, great system, great process. We appreciate their help on this. But man, the truck is beautiful. She came out excellent. We're excited to get this thing going for sure.
All right, let's show them the inside. We're about to show you the inside. Carlos is going to give us a tour of his truck here at on the premises, and so you guys can see what he's going to have to his disposal to help you cater what parties,
Yeah,
big events, pretty
parties,
much
big events, anything you guys
anything you
need.
all need in Houston.
Yeah,
Let's go check it out.
if you guys just need help talking about events, just reach out to us. We're available for all types of things. So, I've been in the restaurant industry for about 20 years now. Get up here. All right. Patrick got it? All right, Patrick's in there. So, being in the industry for a while, definitely wanted to make this more of a usable truck for us. You want to turn it? Yeah, you can turn it off. There you go.
Turning off the extractor. Look at this fully loaded kitchen, guys. 2 fryers, burners,
Yeah.
large flat top. He's the chef. He'll tell you exactly how he's going to use this bad boy.
So, right over here, kind of pan this way. We'll start right here. This is our warmers here for everything that we cook and hold hot. Any sides, toppings, things of that nature that we need here. It's going to keep it holding hot during service. That way we can kind of build on the run. We got 2 large fryers here. Definitely need great fryers. Having things like French fries, different items on our menu that can really help if we decide to do wings. Having that option to fry just gives you some versatility when you're cooking. Right here, we needed a tabletop, but we doubled it as a hot holding proofing cabinet. So it's a hot hold warmer. So if we cook items and want to hold them hot for service, then we're able to do that here. This thing fits a large sheet tray. Could definitely fit a lot of food in here. Hold it during service. It's very good if you're feeding 100, 200 people at a time. So you want something like this to kind of be ready for service because you have some time to cook on the spot. But if you're feeding a large group in a short period of time, say a lunch window of an hour, you want something to hold it hot so you can get those items out really fast, right? This buddy of mine kind of talked to me about having this right here, a large flat top, able to do a lot of different types of things on here, quesadillas, tacos, stuff like that. The more room, the better. When you get to large festivals and things like that, those things have to come out quick. And if you're doing a different brand, different types, chicken, beef, whatever the case may be, you want to be able to cycle through those very fast, right?
It's a 60-inch flat top.
60-inch flat top, 5 feet, right? Of course, we have our large extractor, hood vent, pulling right here. Of course, ANSO system, everything up to code. Going through the process and kind of learning about this, going through everything with the City of Houston, working on that aspect, going through with the Harris County and trying to talk to them about getting everything permitted and done correctly. You just want to make sure that all that stuff is correct. The City of Houston has a lot of requirements. Harris County has a lot of requirements. There is some changes coming in the future, but for right now, we got to follow their specs and what they're looking for. The fire marshal is always going to be the same. Safety and the aspects of those is always going to be the first thing for your truck, so they're always going to go through that process with you. All right. Over here down at the end, we have a couple burners here in case we want to do anything a la minute, saute, heat up any items, anything like that. Definitely great to have. And then I wanted a small charbroiler, in case we want to do fajitas, grilled chicken, things of that nature. That's great to have, especially if you're prepping for an item or something like that. You can do those ahead of time. But having that availability to mark up some chicken and add that flavor, of course, each one has a different aspects of flavor. This is going to give you something different than this and this here. So again, just having that versatility to do it, because again, we do a lot of festivals and events, which those are really quick pickup times. But we also do catering events, and we want to be able to customize menus to what the guest is asking for. If they want something a little different, this gives us the opportunity to do that. But down here, this is great. Chef-based whole cold items. So if you want cheese, toppings, anything like that, it makes it quick for your for your flat tops. Of course, if you're sauteing anything like that, it makes it all your prep and mise en place is going to be down here. So that's all, of course, something great to have if you have space for it. We we fit all this into this space. It's an 18-foot box truck, and we were able to fit all this in here, which is kind of amazing working with these guys. I mean, every inch was used. They helped me like measure everything out correctly, put everything in there so that we're able to use it all. And I didn't want to waste the space in here. All right, we wanted to keep it also a little bit wide. As you see, me and Patrick are in here. He's way over there. I'm way over here. I could fit 2 or 3 more people in here, and we would be fine. Right? When we're opening and we're going through those high volume areas, this is great to have. Make sure you have space. So again, on this side where Patrick is right here, we have a freezer, of course, right across from the fryer. So the French fries can be right there. Anything that needs to go fried will be in that spot right there. You want to come this way, Patrick? Look in there if you need to. But yeah, brand new freezer. Then we have our sandwich prep station. Of course, more cold storage down below. And then up top, all your items prepped, ready to go. This is a big thing, guys, just to have that ready to go. Toppings, everything as it goes out the window. Of course, you're going to want to have that. Serving table here. And then we wanted a beverage cooler here. So we went with the large beverage cooler. The thing I like about this, that it's more narrow than the actual cooler itself. It gives you another 6 inches of space. And every inch inside the truck is big. So we wanted to kind of do that. And so it gave us that wide area so that we're able to have space between here in case we need to be passing each other, going across in and out of the truck. So this is a cooler slash beverage cooler. Gives us a lot of flexibility to have some things in here. All right. Of course, anything here, 3-com sink need to have. And our hand sink here. This is a drying rack up top, which is kind of very simplistic, super smart. These guys at Trailer Kings, they know their systems, and they were able to kind of get me across the line for the health inspectors of having that drain board and not having to take up space with it. The thing about this with me, I closed the door off here because I wanted all usable space in here. It fits more like a trailer, which is I think is great. Using all the space up, there's no need for me to run back and forth to the front of the cab. I know people like to be up there and hang out up there, but at the same time, when we're out, we're busy, we're moving, we're rocking. So this thing is usable space all the way through, all 18 by 8.5 feet are usable space. Everything in here is going to be done correctly.
Why'd you decide between a food truck and not a trailer? How did you make that decision?
So I think some of the things about the trailer is a lot of locations, especially inside the city, do not really favor trailers. There's kind of like that, I don't know, it's kind of just an aura about it where a food trailer is not a food truck. So a lot of the events want food trucks and not food trailers. It does add length of trying to get in and out with trailers. A food truck has a little more versatility in being able to maneuver into tight areas. Trailers are great. I mean, they can save on a lot of money, things like that. If you're able to swing a truck, again, I know people say, well, your truck goes down, then you have no, business. I said, I understand that. I get that point. To me, you're going to have to maintain your whatever piece of equipment you got. You got a truck, you need to maintain it. You got a trailer, you got to maintain it. Not to say that your trailer blows out 2 tires and you're stuck on the side of the road. It's the same thing. You just have to prepare for those items. Find a workaround if you need to. I got to tow my truck to a location. I'm going to tow my truck to a location and park it there just like I would a trailer, right?
Yeah.
Give me a tow truck. Hey, tow me to this location. I'm going on the way because my generator's on the outside is going to work out there. I get the whole aspect of having a truck together. It does make it a lot simpler to kind of have that aspect of it. If you're able to swing it, I think it's a great investment. I know trailers are a little cheaper. You could do a little bit with um, get a little more bang for your buck. And of course, if you're not using it, you park it somewhere, you put it up somewhere. So they both have their aspects. Again, I just understand your business. Where are you going to be? If you're going to be somewhere all the time where your trailer's fine, then have a trailer. If you're going to be somewhere in the city where it's small roads, thin lines, you got to get in and out of areas really quick, it might be more beneficial to have that truck. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So,
guys, so there you go.
don't
Follow
forget,
Carlos, follow Texas Cut.
don't forget your ACs. You need 2 in Houston, not 1. They try to, yeah, 1 is fine, but this is Houston.
Tell them where they can find you on Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, you guys can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Texas Cut, or Texas_Cut on Instagram. Definitely, appreciate anybody who just likes to collaborate. If you guys have questions, I'll tell you how I started, what I did to get started. For me, being in the industry so long, I have a good understanding of what businesses are looking for. I've been a chef in hotels and restaurants and large corporate chains. To come here to run my own location again, you're back in that grind again. You're doing what you started out doing in the culinary world. If you were a dishwasher, you're definitely gonna be a dishwasher again. If you were, working on the line, you're definitely gonna be working on the line some days. Until you can get to a point where you can get good staff and good people to help you build what you're doing, you got to start somewhere. It's not easy, but I think if you get out what you put in, and for me, Texas Cut is just born out of just pure necessity of me doing this for so long, understanding the business and wanting to actually push it for myself. So yeah.
Yeah. There you have it, folks. I don't know if y'all can hear me because he's holding the mic, but we wanted to do a tour. He wanted to do a tour of his truck, and we decided just to go live here on Instagram. Connect you guys with a real food truck owner that is going to be cooking up a storm here in Houston, Texas. If you have any questions about getting a truck built out, converting a school bus, getting a trailer built out, make sure to reach out to us. If you have any questions about chef stuff and cooking stuff and things of that nature, I'm sure Carlos will be more than happy to help you out and understand the decision process on a truck versus a trailer or doing an event. He said he's doing a small event this weekend. I'm saying, I'm thinking 15 people. Oh no, it's 200 people. That's a 200 person event, and he thinks it's small. So there you go. He's got a lot of knowledge, and he'd be happy to share it. All right, guys, follow him on Instagram, on Facebook, Texas_Cut. Yes, sir, Ryan, coming up.
Yeah.
I got pictures for you, Ryan. I'll send them to you later today or tomorrow. All right, guys.